feel like this is something, okay, M.O.S moral of story. Look, I feel like this is something that I even kind of like pointed out in some reaction that I did, right? The whole thing of just like you as a parent entrusting teachers, you know what I'm saying, like public servants to babysit your kids. It's just a glorified babysitting system. Because if we think about even the education system itself, there's a lot of people that don't, well, you know what I mean, they don't respect its integrity. I think that's what I want to say. Like, people are not seeing the value even in the education system, besides just like babysitting your kids. You feel what I'm saying? And just giving them pieces of paper, you know, which can just like guarantee them jobs. And even now, the further we move on with time, those pieces of paper, aka qualifications, degrees, diplomas, advanced this, then the third, master's degrees, all of that kind of thing, right? They don't even seem to guarantee jobs. You know what I mean? Or, you know, putting you in environments that can like have stable income, aka salary for you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the whole play of it. That's like it. That's all. I feel like beyond that, you have to do a whole lot of educating yourself. I feel like beyond the point where the education system ends it within your life journey, beyond that, the real education starts. You understand what I'm saying? The real learning life starts. The education system is there to just like place you in terms of your survival and how you survive, and then from there it's like, yo, you could go crazy if you want. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, that's why I'm like, yo, it's nothing but just a glorified babysitting system. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'd say even what am I trying to say? The jail system, justice system, right? People that become incarcerated, people that become locked up, shit like that, right? That's just like babysitting the degenerates of society. You know what I'm saying? That's just babysitting the people that are overcome by the darkness of the world. So now they don't belong in society. You understand what I'm saying? So it's nothing but that when it comes to that. So I feel like it used to be of value, right? These things used to be of value, where it's like we even know that once you come out of jail, you really are rehabilitated, reformed. You have a new mind, right? You're rewired. But like people just like, there's even a train of thought, there's even a train of consciousness where it's like, yo, nah, there's jailbirds, people that understand that they belong there. You know, moment they get out, they just want to go back in, type shit. You know what I'm saying? So things have developed in a way where it's like, if you don't do the work as a parent, you know what I mean, from the crib, from at home with this kid, you know, trusting a teacher to you know, put your kid in line is actually, for me, it's foolishness. I'm not gonna lie, it's pure foolishness, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because as the video said, dog, it's like, yo, what was the point of you know what I mean, having the kid if you are not gonna be the person like just like molding this kid's mind, you know, molding this kid's understanding of even morality and shit like this. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you know, because now teachers are overwhelmed, bro. Like, okay, here's another thing that I want to add within this whole talk, right? Is the fact that, yes, as I mentioned, teachers, dog, you know, especially the younger and younger they are, it's like they are developed out of a generation that understood the generation that, you know, brought them up. You know, nah, they were too this, that, and the third. They were too rough. No, they were too insensitive. No, now we have to be more sensitive to the kids, you know, more emotionally there with the kids, you know what I mean, to a point where it's like, for me, you know, the negative extreme of that can be the fact that these kids, they don't grow a backbone. These kids, they you know what I'm saying, the first the slightest you know, motion of them having a taste of discipline, bro, I'm talking about like hard discipline, it's like it's a violation. You've just violated them. You know what I'm saying? So these kids have understood, well, the newer generation, maybe even millennials, you know what I mean? They are their parents now. They are the teachers now that are teaching these kids, these Gen Alphas, you know what I mean? And Gen Zs. You feel me? So with them having, you know, this mindset of like, no, I won't do the whole hard love, tough love thing. I'll just, you know, this is how I brought my kids up. Now I'm employed as a teacher. I'm gonna raise these kids up the same way. You understand what I'm saying? And then these kids' parents, they expect me to grow a backbone out of these kids. It's like, what the hell are we doing? Like, nah, bruh. It's too burdensome. It's too heavy for me to do that. I'm not gonna parent your kid at school. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to teach, type thing. You know what I mean? If we cannot have a workaround, you know, with this whole situation, I'd rather quit. You know what I mean? Hence the, you know, you get a title like, yo, why Gen Alphas are you know, quitting in 2025. Well, Gen Alpha teachers quitting. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it's the whole shifting of the responsibility to people like teachers. You know what I mean? We get phenomenons like this. You understand what I'm saying? And there's another point that I wanted to raise, dog. I think it'll come to me as we move along. Right? But yeah, let's hop back into it, bro. Let's hop back into it.
At home, but now teachers were expected to play parent and teacher. Nope, not playing that game. I'm here to be your teacher, not your parent. And it really,
it's like, yes.
Okay, no. Let me just wrap up my point by saying, okay, no, it's a parenting problem, right? Maybe a parenting problem. Either, oh my God, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm even in a space to give this kind of advice. Parental advice. Okay, let me not do that, because I was gonna say it's either like how people parent kind of changes if we're gonna have this kind of format of just the education system like this, you know what I mean, where it's like, yo, nah, the education system is there to play a role, you know, and you're supposed to play your role in parenting your kids. But then now if you're gonna shift that responsibility, it's gonna make the whole exchange janky. The whole exchange of like this kid being at home versus being at school. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make it janky. You feel what I'm saying? So it's either like parents change how they parent. So like, you know, I don't know, bro. Like, just like have your kids not act a fool at school. You know what I'm saying? Or the education system is gonna have to change how they deliver their education to these kids. You feel what I'm saying? So that, you know, other parents are actually forced to be hands-on with their kids. I'm thinking like just on like the education on, like, okay, this for an example, right? Imagine the whole online education, the whole education system being online. Let me breathe, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like worried. I'll be tripping on my words and everything like this, because a whole lot of thoughts be hitting me at the same time. I want to just like let them all out at the same time. But yeah, let me breathe, right? Imagine the whole education system being delivered online. You know what I'm saying? People just like I'm talking about even publicly, the whole thing. No more just waking up and going to a physical place to go get your education. It's like, yo, you get your education at home. Now, when kids is at home, like, you know, these parents have to find other ways to just like make sure that they have their eyes on their kids or some shit somehow. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or take your kid. Let me not. I was gonna say take your kid to work type shit, like not make that a take your kid work day, but make that every day, so that, you know what I'm saying, because since if the education thing is gonna be online, they can take their devices with them, you know, to your work spot as you are there supervising them while being at work at the same time. But I don't know like how that's gonna work. It's gonna depend on like where you work type shit.